Hello and welcome to the April 2024 Vancouver Police Department video update. I'm Kim Kapp from the Vancouver Police Department. On March 21st, detectives from the Vancouver Police Department Major Crimes Unit participated in the PAL of Southwest Washington event, CSI Happy Hour. Attendees participated in a mock investigation and got a sneak peek behind the scenes of how investigators collect evidence and solve crimes. This fundraising event is always a lot of fun, and it's a great way for us to support our friends at PAL and all the work they do for youth in our community. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and on April 5th, our staff participated in Wear Blue Day to help promote this important awareness day. Throughout the month, we'll also be providing information on our social media on what to do if you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, and provide links to resources for parents, families, and caregivers to help promote healthy relationships and behaviors to keep kids safe from abuse. Child abuse takes many forms, including physical, emotional, verbal, sexual, neglect, exploitation, and more. The Vancouver Police Department has detectives assigned to the Arthur D. Curtis Justice Center who investigate crimes against children. If you suspect a child is being abused, report it right away to Child Protective Services, 311, or 911. You can also call the Washington State Abuse Hotline at 1-866-END-HARM. This toll-free 24/7 hotline will connect you directly to the appropriate local office to report suspected child abuse or neglect. April is also Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and this dangerous behavior is completely preventable and also illegal. Here to talk more about the dangers and consequences of distracted driving is Officer Sean Donaldson from the VPD Traffic Unit. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, talk a little bit about what is distracted driving. I think most people think about it as being on their phone, but it's more than that.
It really is more than that. Distracted driving can encompass a lot more than just being on your phone. Most people believe it's only being on your phone or only being on a phone call or sending a text message. But a lot of times, if you have kids in the backseat that are arguing and you turn back to address them, you can take your eyes off the roadway and that can be distracting. It can also be small things like eating while driving or drinking while driving. If you take your hands off the steering wheel, take your eyes off the roadway, that can also be distracting. It can be things like having a passenger in your car and you're in a heated discussion with that passenger. So again, you look at the passenger, take your eyes off the roadway, that can be distracting. It can be things like having a dog in your lap. If the dog jumps around or is rambunctious, it can be distracting to you as a driver.
So with that, what are the sort of primary reasons that an officer could pull someone over for being distracted, and then talk about some other circumstances where distracted driving outside of being on your phone could apply?
So we have two laws in Washington. The first one being using an electronic device while driving. That's what we call a primary offense, that means that an officer can pull you over if they see that violation. So if you're on your phone or you're making a phone call or texting while driving, you can get pulled over immediately by an officer. The secondary offense, which is called dangerously distracted driving, has to have something occur before that. So if you are eating while driving, or if you're in discussion with a passenger or looking behind you at your kids, if that causes you to commit a traffic crash or another violation, the officer can then ticket you for that dangerously distracted driving.
Good to know. Now, what are the major dangers that you see as a police officer when it comes to distracted driving?
The biggest danger is taking your eyes off the road. When we drive, to be a safe driver, we have to be looking ahead of us, looking for other traffic, people crossing the roadway in front of us. And if we take our eyes off the road, whether it's to send a text message, make a phone call, look behind us at our kids, or pet a dog, unfortunately, that's distracting. And it can cause some serious consequences like crashing or getting a ticket.
So now, what are some of the financial consequences that can be associated with distracted driving if someone's pulled over?
So for the using an electronic device while driving, the first violation is $145. If you get a second or subsequent violation, it's $243. It also goes to your insurance company. That was a change in the 2017 law, where before that, they didn't get reported to the insurance company, but now they get reported to the insurance company, and so your insurance prices may also increase. The dangerously distracted driving is a $100 ticket for every violation that you get of that law.
So it is Distracted Driving Awareness Month this month in April. So talk about what enforcement activities are going to be going on in our area.
So every day of the year, we have officers who are dedicated to looking for distracted driving and performing traffic stops. But specifically during April, which is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, we have patrols set up throughout the month where officers will be dedicated to enforcing the distracted driving laws. So during this month, we'll have between 4 and 6 patrols where officers are specifically looking for distracted driving and enforcing those laws.
Great. Well, thank you so much for this important information and letting people know what they can expect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching the Vancouver Police Department April video update. We'll see you next month. In the meantime, to keep up on what VPD is doing, be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Nextdoor.